Hello, and this is my flash resistant face routine. This is for all you girls who love to wear your makeup in your tan, but you end up, when you get a picture taken, you've got a really light face and a tan body. And I mean, you've spent all that time tanning up your body and all that effort, so you've got to put just as much effort into your face. I see a lot of girls rocking the whole mahogany table from the neck down and then light bulb for the face. Two completely different colours, and it just looks wrong. It makes no sense to bronze up your body, then just whack on your normal lighter foundation and skedaddle out the door, because you're gonna look crackers. I mean, I wear a lot of false tan, and still now I'll look at pictures and I'll think, should have worn a bit more bronzer, should have done this, should have done that. But there's no excuse not to try if you've got the time to do the tan. This is going to be a talk-through tutorial rather than me just putting a voice over me doing makeup. So it may be a little bit longer than my average tutorial, but it's so I can go really into depth and explain why I'm doing everything. I'm going to be doing more of these like tip videos, like on eyebrows, etc. So those kind of videos are going to be a bit longer than the ones that I do just the general looks. They're going to be kind of the quick kind of 6-minute, 7-minute videos that I usually do. So if you want some tips and tricks on how to have your face look in the same colour as your body in photos, keep watching. So first off, you want to start with your foundation. So during the week, day to day, I've usually got a bit of fake tan on and I'm about the colour of my face. But when I'm going on a night out, I like to be really brown and I put some wash off tan on, so I end up around this colour here. Now I have a foundation for when I'm really light and I have no tan on, and then I have one for this colour for when I'm usually tanned, and then I can bronze it up a little bit for when I'm going out. So if you don't want to buy a super dark foundation that you're only going to wear on rare occasions, this is the best way to bronze up what's already nearly there. There's a bit of an argument in the makeup world about SPF giving you the flashback in photos. So I just tend to avoid it for night out, only use it in kind of daytime makeup. I'm using Artdeco Rich Treatment Foundation in number 23. This is supposed to be a light reflecting foundation. I find it just gives me kind of more of a glow rather than getting a full on flashback. If your foundation for nighttime is still giving you that flash from the camera and the light face, these things are going to help stop that. I've already applied my foundation with a stippling brush, and now I'm going to get on to doing a bit of contouring. To contour and darken my base, I'm going to use Artdeco Cream Camouflage in number 4 with a flat foundation brush. Starting from the cheekbone, I'm just going to bring this down and blend it out. This is going to add depth to your face as well as adding a bit more colour. Then onto the temples. Just doing the same on the other side. Then I'm just going to take this along the jawline and blend it out. And for the nose, bringing it down from the brow the tip in a straight line. And then you're just going to blend that out. I'm just going to take a little bit under the bottom lip, and that's also going to make your bottom lip look fuller. Then I'm taking Cream Camouflage in number 13 as my highlight. I'm just taking this with my finger because it really warms up the product and helps you blend it in. I'm just taking it down the nose and across the forehead. This is going to look really light when I first apply it, but once everything's blended in, it's just going to work as like a really radiant highlight like you see on Kim Kardashian. Except for I wish I looked like Kim Kardashian. My Artdeco bronzer in number 7 and my angled blush brush, I'm going to set all of the bronzed parts of my face. Then with a powder brush, I'm taking my mineral pressed powder over the lighter parts of my face.
Using a coloured powder rather than translucent is also going to help stop against the flash.
And then with the excess on my brush I used for the bronzer, I'm just going to take that over anywhere else just to blend everything in. Setting your contour and using a bronzer before you add powder anywhere else is just going to ensure that you're not layering on a load of powder that you're then going to have to kind of cover with the bronzer. A lot of powder is what also gives you that flashback from the camera, so by adding the bronzer first and only putting powder where you really need it, you're only going to kind of get the highlighted effect where you want it rather than a whole glowing face. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of blush and highlight. highlight, I'm using Artdeco's eyeshadow in number 10. And that's the finished look. Obviously everything in this is optional, it's not the only way to do it, it's just the way I do it. If you don't want to use the really light concealer under the eyes and for the highlight, that's up to you. I just really like that highlighted glow. These are the techniques that I use on me and my clients, especially kind of people who are going to be photographed, like celebs are really worried about this. When I worked with the gorgeous Gemma Oten, this was something she really worried about because she loves to be really tanned, and she said when she's on the red carpet and there's all those flashes coming at her, she doesn't want to have that white face and brown body. So I really worked hard with her to make sure she was super bronzed, and I'll put a couple of pictures here. So I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned something, and please thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you, bye!